The launch club can confirm that a 26 years old Nigerian has been jailed and facing possible deportation. The reason this brother was jailed is not because he was trying to make money or work or do extra work. The reason will shock you. This brother has been jailed, and the saddest part of this story is that this brother, some people think it is a devil that is responsible for this brother's action. Why some people are saying that this brother was under the influence of drugs. Let me know what your views are as we dive into the story of our brother this afternoon. This brother threatened to kill the pastor of the church. The pastor, as we speak, had to find somewhere. He was wondering how to protect himself. We're talking about the case of the 26 years old Nigeria, Ebola Abdul. This brother is from Kent. That is where he lives. He's a brother who has done everything, who's lived in the United Kingdom. And this brother, his case reminds me of the case of another Nigerian who was jailed for the same reason. And the other guy's case, he was saying that it was God that told him to do what he did. Let me know what your views are as we dive into the story of our brother. Ebola, as you've seen, this guy, Frank is my name. For those who see my face for the first time on this channel, we share the latest diaspora news. This is the place to be if you're someone that wants to hear the latest diaspora news. This brother, he went to a church in Lucia. That's the Victor Bible International Church. When he went to this church, this brother saw a beautiful girl in the church. When he saw this beautiful girl, the brother was razzmatazed by this girl's beauty. He was captivated. He lost. When he lost, he went to the church and tried to approach this girl. And this girl was a bit surprised at this guy's approach. And the girl said, "I am not interested in you." When the girl said she wasn't interested in this brother did not stop there. He went again, brought expensive gifts, and went to give it to this girl. When he gave it to this girl was shocked. Why is this guy just giving me expensive gift? And this guy, it doesn't come across to me as a responsible man. Despite that, the girl said, "Dude, I am not interested in your gift that you are giving me now." This brother was mad. Why is this girl turning me down? A beautiful boy like me. And I'm at the stage where my mom is telling me that I should settle down. I'm looking for a wife. When this guy was harassing this girl, the girl then went and reported this guy to two pastors of the church, Pastor Kevin Boyke and Pastor Ife Familoro. When the girl now reported to the pastor that, "Look, oh, pastor, this brother is giving me a gift, and I am not interested in this gift." The pastor called the guy and said, "Oloye, take it easy. This girl said she's not interested in you. Please, when you come to church, stop harassing this girl." When the pastor told this guy, pastor was expecting this brother to listen to him and take on board the advice that he and his colleague have given this guy. The brother did not stop there. After that, he started threatening the pastor. He started harassing the two pastors, started harassing and stalking Pastor Familoro and Pastor Kevin. He was harassing them. He sent a message to the pastor saying, "Look, you are banned from this church because what you are doing is not it contravenes the teaching of God." Before you know what was happening, the guy sent a WhatsApp message to pastor saying, "We are speaking face to face now, or later at yours, I will bring you the heavy sword." When pastor saw that this guy is now threatening both pastors with reference of violence and harming them, and he continued to do this thing. This pastor thought this guy is not normal. Meanwhile, this guy was caught while driving over the cannabis limit. This was on October the following year. When the guy was caught, he also caused a damage to someone's wing mirror, costing them almost 600 pounds. When Abdul, these things was happening, the pastor was thinking, what is wrong with this guy? This guy is threatening me, telling me and my other pastor that he is going to bring swords to our house. And this guy is somebody that is unpredictable. We do not know if Abdul is definitely going to carry out the threat. And this is the same guy that we suspect that he is using cannabis. The pastor then reported Abdul to the police and said, this guy, we don't know what is going to happen. When police arrested Abdul, Abdul initially denied that, no, they are making up these stories. I didn't do this thing. Meanwhile, the girl said, I am no longer interested because this man, it looks like this guy is sick upstairs because of the way he's behaving now. That is where this girl and the pastor, everybody started telling each other, you have to be alert. Anytime you see this guy, we have to call the police. When the guy was reported to the police, the pastor did not want to go to the police. They felt that as Christians, this is part of the devil trying to tempt them. They were praying for this guy, but they realized later that prayer alone is not going to solve somebody who is sick upstairs problem. And that was when they alerted the police. When they alerted the police, Abdul initially denied. But when the case went to court, our brother was found guilty and he pleaded guilty. Abdul's case, this guy has been sentenced to jail now. He wasn't sentenced to jail because he was trying to make money or trying to work extra hours. He was sentenced to jail because of the threat and the repeated breaches that this guy has caused. Abdul's case is similar to the case of another of our Nigerian brother, Ayobami Adeyemi. In the case of this one, he went to the church in Milton Keynes, the same age, 26 years old. Went to the church. He said he saw the pastor's daughter. As soon as he saw the pastor's daughter, something came to his head. He fell in love with the pastor's daughter. He tried to be friends with the pastor. The pastor said, you're not the kind of person that I will want as a son-in-law. Please go and talk to my daughter. But for me, I am not in approval. This guy broke 9 molestation order. 9 molestation order. The girl, to the point where he went to look for the pastor's house, and every time the guy was arrested, every time he's arrested, he said God told him to go and look for the pastor's daughter. This is what God told him. This is what God told him. To the point where the pastor himself, in the case of Abayomi, was hiding because this guy, every time he comes, he said, this is what God told me. This is what God told me. This is what God told me. As we are speaking now, Abayomi, his own case, he was arrested, jailed, and this guy is facing deportation. So the question I'm asking today, do you believe that God will just tell 26 years old young men that this girl, you must go and meet this girl, and whether the girl likes it or not, by force, by fire, if the girl doesn't agree for you, you have to use threat or you have to stalk the girl? Do you think that some people are saying in the case of Abdul that the cannabis that the guy was smoking is likely to be responsible for his own problem? But while the case of Abayomi, there has been report that he was suffering from what they call delusional disorder. Delusional disorder is a form of mental health where somebody is obsessed with something. They will be obsessed with that thing no matter what you do. Even if you send them to jail, they will still continue to be obsessed. That is the case that these 2 Nigerians who came, instead of focusing on the reason they came to the UK, the sad reality is that they have used their hands to destroy themselves because they couldn't control their loss. Do you have any sympathy for Abdul and Abayomi, who have been sent to jail because they couldn't control their loss? Let me know what your views are in the comment section. If these guys are eventually sent back home, imagine they'll be asked, why were you deported? Out of all the women in England, We saw one girl, and we just couldn't stop admiring them and harassing them. Is that something that anybody should be proud of? Let me know what your views are, whether you have any sympathy for Abdul and Abayomi, the two of them. They have landed themselves in trouble.